everyone, Letha here, and I have been wanting to do this for a while. I want to do a pin experiment, I guess we're going to call it. I stopped at my local office supply, which if many of you might know, I live in very rural Wyoming. It's 100 miles to the nearest, like, city, I guess we would call it. So we don't have a lot available in our area, and what we do have available is expensive. So I don't usually buy this kind of thing locally. I usually wait till I do go to the city for a doctor's appointment or something, and then I pick up something here or there. But I was just dying today to do this, and I happened to be downtown, and I stopped into our office supply store and found a few things I wanted to try. As well as last week I was at Walmart and I picked up a couple of packages of pens that I want to show with you guys. So these are the ones I bought today, and I'll go into specifics about them when I do the experiments. I'm going to work on this mixed media paper. It's a Canson pad, and I bought this at Walmart. 9 by 12 inches. I don't usually work in pads this big, so I do everything little. So this will be fun. We're gonna get dirty. Okay, this pen came in a package of 4 plus a free one. It's a medium weight. It's I'm gonna pull those other ones out. It's a uni-ball Signo, S-I-G-N-O, and it's a 207, and this is a medium width. It doesn't have like a specific, oh yeah, 0.07. It's black ink, and the reason I bought this one is because it says right here, protection against fading, water, and fraud. So obviously these are designed to be used like in maybe check writing or document writing, that kind of thing, where it would be really obvious if you tried to change something. So that is this one, and I'm going to write uni-ball Signo 207 medium, and it's, oh, what did we say, 0.7 millimeters. Yep, that's what it says, and it's a gel pen. It writes really nicely. I like that. I do like that. Okay, the other one I bought at Walmart, it was only, oh, and this package of 4 plus the free one was $4.97. So $5 for 5 pens. Pretty good deal. This one is only a 4-pack. I couldn't find the plus a free 1-pack. Again, it's a uni-ball Signo. This one is, it doesn't say the same things on the packaging. Like it's still a 207. It's a 1 millimeter, so it's a bold print. It's still a gel pen, but it doesn't say that it protects against like water or fading. It just says make a statement with thick and vibrant ink. Oh, and they have this little piece of wax on the end. You have to rip that off before you write with them. It just says it's a bold line. It features the super ink, which is a trademark that helps prevent against check and document fraud, and a textured grip for comfort and control. So this is the oops, might be nice if I could spell. uni-ball. Oh, I can't spell at all. It also says Signo, so we'll put Signo. And you can see the difference in the weight. It's also a 207. And this is bold. And it's 1.0 millimeters. I like to have a bold pen now and again. Like, I don't know, sometimes you just need fine line and heavy line. So, anyway, there we go. I hope you can read that after I scribbled on it. It's a uni-ball. Okay, so that's the 2 of those. Okay, these are the 4 I bought today. Now, I've had micron pens for decades. And I love micron pens. Here in town, they cost $2.89 a piece. And I have found the lids are really hard to snap on. And sometimes I'll think it's on and then there'll be this little crack and I'll come back and my pen is dry because you really have to push them on and make sure they fully snap on. I'm sure that if I was just better about the lid, maybe they wouldn't dry out so quickly, but I find I use up the ink so fast in a micron. So I don't know if it's just that they just don't hold as much ink or I'm not getting the lid on or what. But so I've kind of shied away from the microns in the last few years. Because I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth out of them. And at nearly $3 a piece, that's expensive. So, I don't know why I spent the money today. Just felt like doing it. So this is a, whoop. This one is the, Pigma micron. And it is a point, see, and their lids show the number. It's an 08. It doesn't say 0.08, it's just an 08. And this is black, of course. Anyway, we'll try that one too. Again, those lids are so tight. And then this is a brown. I've been needing a brown pen. So, see, and there it is. Brand new, just got it, and it's not. I just brought this home from the store. So that will go back tomorrow. I can't even write with it. This is the problem I have with microns. Obviously, somebody else tried it in the store and probably only got the lid on that far. And it's all dried out. And I just brought it home from the store. So, that's my beef with micron. Okay, this one. It's a Staedtler. Now, I have Staedtler watercolor pencils. Love them. They have great color. This one says it's waterproof on most surfaces and it's refillable. Now they didn't have refills, but I bet you they could order them for me. So we'll try this. This is a I can't spell. Permanent. Ugh. Think. And this is just fine. Now, I don't think it's extremely fine. Oh, let's see if I can get a good, this way. It's kind of like a little hard tip. It's just like a plastic tip. Anyway, very interesting, but we'll try that. It's not nearly as fine as most. Like, this is a medium point, and that's what I would consider medium point. So I would not call this fine. But if you're looking at, like, the difference between a brush tip fine and a regular, I would maybe say it's a fine line brush, maybe, but it's not a brush tip. It's a plastic tip. So anyway, we'll try that one. Okay, and then this is what I splurged on. I have to admit, my daughter found it at the store, and I have to admit, it was the packaging. It was the promise that sold me on this. It says it's an all-weather pen. Okay, writes in any weather. Oh my goodness, sorry. I bet you the UPS man is dropping off some packages for me. That would be lovely. It says it writes in any weather, and it writes upside down, and it's a pressurized cartridge, extreme temperatures of -30 degrees Fahrenheit to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it's supposed to write under extremely high temperatures. Like if I am using my heat tool, I could write with it under the heat of my heat tool. Yeah, we're gonna see if this really works. Okay, it says that they come with, or they have a Write in the Rain field books and paper. That would be something I might have to look into if this is really all it's cracked up to be. -30 degrees. Okay, that's blistering cold. It gets cold like that here, like for a day or so in the winter. But that's like really cold. So we'll see. We'll see if this is all it's cracked up to be. I don't want to rip up the paper or packaging because I want to, you know, if I have to send it back, I'll send it back if it's not all it's cracked up to be. Because that puppy cost me $13.99. I'm having a hard time believing I spent that on a single pen. But if it really is all that it says it is, it was worth that money. So we're gonna try it out here. Have no idea. Is it a twisty? Nope. That must be how you refill it. Yep, it has a refill cartridge. Look at that. For refill, you can contact Write, R-I-T-E, intherain.com. So here we go. I think it's a push. Snappy. Okay, so it is Write, R-I-T-E, in the rain. All weather pen. Okay, now it writes like a typical ballpoint pen. It's black. Just says black. It's the one I have. There's a list of products that they have available there. This is the number 37. And I am sure that it would not cost that much online. Anyway, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, now I wrote all those on mixed media paper. I got myself a trusty wet brush here. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. The uni-ball Signo medium bled. See that? It bled. Not a lot, but there is some gray. The water got gray. Now the bold, I'm having a hard time deciding if it, yeah, it's bleeding too. Okay, not a ton though. Not a ton on this paper. Not as bad as I thought it would. The micron, oh, let me rinse my brush off because I don't know if that's just, yeah, I think that's just from up above. Okay, the micron, no, it's not going anywhere. The Staedtler, permanent. It is definitely permanent. And that Write in the Rain, permanent, not going anywhere. Okay, now here's the next test. I'm going to turn this paper a little bit because, like I said, I don't use paper this big. I don't work this big. I am going to make a wet spot right here at the end. And we're going to see if they actually write on wet. Okay, this is the uni-ball Signo Bold. Oh, there we go. This is the Micron. See, now it won't write on wet either. And this is the, just this one up here. Again, bleeds. And where did I put that? Oh, it's clear up here. Huh. This Staedtler, let's see what happens. See, now it won't really write on there either. And here we go. Here we go. It's wet. I mean, it is wet. It writes. You guys, it really actually writes. Bleeds a little bit, but it actually writes on wet paper. It's working. Okay. It works. Now, next step. Next one. We are going to see matte medium. I tell you, this is the stuff that makes everything bleed. If it's gonna bleed, it bleeds under my matte medium. So here we go. Okay, that Signo pen is bleeding. Not a ton, probably because this paper has a lot of tooth, but that bold is bleeding. I don't know if you can see that. It's making a hazy area around. It's bleeding. Okay, this Micron, bleeding. I don't know. Let's see if I can turn my light. See those gray lines right there on the O and the 8? It is bleeding. Okay, Staedtler Fine Permanent, not bleeding. Oh, I take that back. As soon as the matte medium penetrates the paper.
It's not bleeding.
Not bad, just a very, very light, very light. Not bad. I would use it. I would use it. Okay, here we go. Right in the rain. Nothing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think we found the perfect pen under every circumstance. It is not going anywhere. Okay. I got more tests to throw at it. I tell you, I got more. Okay. So now you can see when I wrote on the wet paper what they all did. But the Right in the Rain wrote on that paper. Okay, so gel medium. Okay, now I got more. I'm gonna fold this over so that we can still see the, I'm gonna see if this, well, I'm not gonna mess with the other ones because I know if I write on gel medium, I've ruined them. And I'm willing to take the chance on this Right in the Rain because it's more like a ballpoint pen. So I'm putting a little bit of gel medium. Now I'm not going to, see there's a lovely hair in that gel medium. Oh well. I'm not gonna dry it fully, but I am gonna dry it just a little bit. So here we go. Okay, real time. Here we go. It's still wet. I mean, like, stuck my finger in it and it made a fingerprint. See the fingerprint? So it's wet. Nope. Well, nope. It's just pushing the gel medium around. But when I come off of where the gel medium was, I mean, it kind of a little bit right over that gel medium. That gel medium's still really wet. I mean, it's mostly just scratching it off. So let me try it a little bit more so it's not quite so wet. Now, dry enough that it doesn't put a fingerprint in it, but still not dry. Oops. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, still kind of grabbing it. See, it's chewing it up off of the paper. But it actually is writing on some of that gel medium that is still moist. So, that's interesting. That's really interesting. And I go to the dry paper and it writes. I mean, it doesn't skip a beat. And I didn't ruin the pen. I'm not going to try it with those other ones. Because they don't say anything about them being able to do that. Actually, I am going to try this. It was only $3, right? $2 something for this one. $2.21 for $2. I'll try it. Okay, here we go. It's kind of, no, kind of not writing on there. Okay, I got it going. Maybe it just needs, oh yeah, it's kind of writing on that. It's not, well, kind of. I have a feeling that it's one of those, the wet is transferring. So where the gel medium is dry, it's kind of writing on it. Okay, now that gel medium, you can kind of see where I scribbled on it. That gel medium is not super dry, but dry enough that I'm gonna get it wet with my finger. That Staedtler one's not bad. It's not really moving. I got it wet on that semi-wet gel medium and it's not going anywhere. And then this is just on bare paper, but it's really standing up to it pretty well. So that one, I would call this one pretty good. For permanency, I would say yay. Oops, let's try it right side up. $2.21 at my office supply store. Now, I don't know what other tips this came in. This was the only one. I mean, they had more of this exact pen, but this is the only one of this line. And it's called Lumacolor. I don't know. Pretty good. Pretty good. Might have to go back and get another one of these when I take the dry brown one back. Okay, this all-weather pen, right in the rain. I'm actually a little dumbfounded because I'm not sure what to throw at it next. It really seriously wrote, I mean, this paper's still wet right here. And it's writing on top of it. I mean, like, see the pool of water? It's writing on that pool of water. And then I go to dry and it writes. It's probably a pretty decent investment, actually. And I might get online now that it's got me dumbfounded and see if they don't have some different, like maybe, well, it comes in different colors, black, blue, red. They have a black bullet pen. I might want to try that one. They have a silver bullet pen. I don't know what the Trekker is, but they have black Trekker pen. And then, of course, they have refills. So I might actually get online to this website, writeintherain.com. And I might have to order myself some of their paper and some of the other pens and see if it really does work. Okay, so let's see. It says writes at any angle. So we're gonna try. We're gonna see if we can kibosh on some of their. It's gonna be hard, but I'm actually gonna tip it upside down. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. I am upside down. It is writing perfectly fine, but all pens will until an air bubble comes along. So I'm gonna write here for a little bit. See what happens. Oh, it is not even skipping, you guys. It's not, look. That's a lot of scribbling upside down. Okay, I'll take it for that. I might have to go stick it in the freezer and see if I can get it cold enough and then try writing with it. But that'll take some time. Let's try writing with it under the heat of my heat tool. Let's try that. Here we go. Ready? I'm gonna get this paper hot. Okay, that's hot. Okay, I have to turn the heat tool off because my hand's getting too hot. It's working. It does leave like let me show you this. I don't know of a ballpoint pen that doesn't do that though. Sometimes you get these little like blobs of ink, you know, that gets stuck on the tip. Not bad though, not big blobs, and they're not like, I don't know, not leaving a lot of like messy ink. Like it didn't get ink on my finger. So that's not bad. Okay, we'll try the freezer though. I'll stick this in the freezer for a couple of hours and come back later and see. It says skipless, writes over water, grease, fingerprints, and photographs. Ink is permanent, will not dry out, and is stored in a pressurized cartridge. I'm guessing the reason it wrote upside down so well is because the ink is in a pressurized cartridge. I think that's how that works. Boy, do I have anything greasy? Wax. It'll just... do we have any Vaseline?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna send my daughter. She's been in here the whole time watching me. She's gonna look and see if we have some Vaseline, and I'm gonna smear some Vaseline on this paper and we're gonna see if it writes. Yeah, we're gonna put this to its paces. I'm trying to think. I mean, that gel medium is not fully dry yet and it's still writing over it. I mean, like, see it, it's coming, the gel medium's coming up on my hands, and it is writing over it. Let's see. I have an idea. She can't find the Vaseline. But, I have some chapstick. Soft lips, vanilla. Gonna see if I can make a greasy spot here. Okay. Alright. That is... Wait, my light is not helping. I put a little blob right here. Right? Let me trace it. Okay.
Dad found some.
It's writing on that chapstick. I mean, it's skipping. But if you were desperately looking for something, it might work. Okay.
Dad found it.
Okay, here we go. Vaseline. Let's try this. Oh, here, we'll use the stuff in the lid. Alright. Rubbing it in so that it doesn't just scrape it off the paper.
Oh, it's not bleeding.
It's not making the ink bleed that I'm rubbing it on top of. Get that off my hand. Okay. I know you guys can see the glare of that Vaseline. It's right here. I don't know if I would say it writes on grease. That, to me, that's not writing. I mean, it is making ink come out. And if you were trying to label something that was greasy, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say it writes over grease. I think that's stretching it a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't usually put grease on my art journal stuff. So, nah, I probably won't ever need to worry about that. Now, I'm gonna rub, yeah, see, when I rub the actual Vaseline off the paper, what I did write on it is there. Now, there's still a residue of Vaseline there. Now, let's see. Yeah, it's making a mark. So I'm wondering, you know, if they're saying like grease, like say maybe a fingerprint. Oh,
Well, that's
come
what
on.
it says. It says writes over
You know,
water,
dirty
grease,
fingerprints.
and photographs.
But if you see, it does move with the grease a little bit. I mean, not terrible. Okay, Lance.
It's made in the USA.
Does that make sense? Okay. So, you know, how often are you gonna smear your chapstick all over your art page? I don't know. I think for what I will use it for, it will work. And it probably will be a good investment. Little more than I wanted to spend for something like that. And the fact that I don't terribly love ballpoint pens, but I'm going to do a little research. And I'm going to go on their website and see what else they have available. And possibly if they have a brush pen or, you know, something that's not typically your ballpoint pen. I might go ahead and order those. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, I think we did pretty good. If I can think of anything else to do to it, I'll try it. And I'm going to go stick it in the freezer. It is 25 after 5, my time right now. I'm going to go stick it in the freezer. We're going to have dinner. We'll let it sit in there for a couple of hours. And I'll see if I can get this bugger super cold. And then we'll come out and I'll try it again. So stay tuned. Hi YouTube. It's Letha here, and I know I promised to come right back after dinner last night, after we gave the pen a little bit to freeze in the freezer. Well, that was, what, 5:30 yesterday? It's 11 o'clock in the morning now, the following day. And the pen, oh, there's the ice. The pen just came out of the freezer. And I'll tell you one thing. If they really do plan to have this work in minus 30-degree temperatures, chrome is not the idea. That stuff sticks to ice. Anyway, it's nice and cold. So we're going to try it real quick here and see, get the cold, or the wetness off. We're going to see if it writes frozen. It sure does. It really does write frozen. So, I guess it does stand up to almost everything that they claim. You can see there's some wet spots there too. Yeah, it writes. Hold on. Excuse me. So I think overall it is an all-weather pen. I did go on to the website last night and I paid $13.99. They retail, now remember I said my local store, if you can find something you're gonna pay for it. They retail for $8.95. So yes, it would have been cheaper for me to order it online. direct from the company. They carry all kinds of field notebooks and all of that stuff is very expensive. A pad of paper was like $20. And honestly, the only thing I could really tell that was different, this pen from, let me look at the packaging, the black bullet pen, is the shape of the outside. So I think it's just, I think really what they have is ballpoint pen in black, blue, and red with different types of outside casing. This one is plastic and chrome. This part here is plastic and this part is chrome. They have all black metal, and they also have pencils. The pencils come in red or black lead, and they come in either red, yellow, or black pen case, I guess you'd call it. So really, when it comes to their writing implements, they have two. They have a pencil and a pen. They just have a variety of different cases. The Trekker that I said on here, I wasn't sure what it was all about. It's a pen that has a split ring in the top so you can like hook it to something. That's really the only difference. And so I can't say that they have a wide variety of items to purchase. They just have a lot of like different types of notebooks. So if you were maybe a game and fish warden and you needed to have, you know, the accessibility of writing in all weather, they have all different kinds of like field notebooks and that kind of stuff for that. But you get a pen or a pencil, really. And then of course they have the refills that you can choose black, blue, or red. And that's really all that they have available there. So I didn't order anything else. I'm gonna give this some time. I'm gonna try using it in my art journals and see how things go. And I'll maybe revisit another how I feel it works later on kind of video. And when my daughter decides to unearth herself from her bed, we're going to go to the store and exchange this brown one that was dry. And I think I'm actually going to pick up another one of these. I like to have two of the ones that I like, because I'm notorious for setting it down somewhere and then not being able to find it when I actually want it. So I'm going to pick up another one of these. I'm going to look in the catalog and see if they come in different. I mean, if this is fine, I would think that they would have at least medium and bold, or at least medium, and see if they'll charge me a fortune to order it in a different weight. Or also maybe just check and see what the refill, because it says refillable. Find out what the refill costs for this. I'm guessing you have to yank the bottom off, but it's tight right now, so I guess I can't do that on camera. So and I'll put these through their paces as I art journal and see how they really stand up to the kind of stuff that I do with them. Micron, I already know how it works. If you write on something wet, you're going to ruin
the tip and then it'll never write again. So, of course, this is, for me, microns are mostly like journaling type pens. So that probably will not get much abuse. I'll try to give it some use and see if my past experiences with these running out of ink and drying up isn't what it used to be, because that's been a real problem for me. So I think that's where we'll stand with this. I'll go ahead and upload the video and let you guys know. And then if I find out anything more on different pens that this is available in, I'll put it in the description box. So I didn't look anywhere for these Write in the Rain other than their website. I don't know if Amazon carries them or not. But so far I'm pretty impressed with this one and its ability to write. The only thing I don't know if I'll like is that it's like a ballpoint pen, and I'm not big on ballpoint pens. This one I'm very impressed with. It's very permanent, and I like how it's working so far, so I might pick up another one of those. So that's all for now. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Thanks. Bye.